Hi, in today's lecture, we are going to talk about Python lambda. A lambda function is a small anonymous function. A lambda function can take any number of arguments but can only have one expression. Let's look at the syntax of lambda. So lambda takes an arguments and expression is followed by a colon sign. The expression is executed and the result is returned. Let's look at a simple example of a lambda function. So let's create a lambda function, lambda a colon a plus 10, and in the next line we say print x, and let's pass an argument, say 10. Now let's run the program. Run and lambda. You see we have 20 as an output on the console. Basically what we did is we defined a lambda function x and we added 10 to a variable a, and that is returned to the x. So if we pass a argument to the lambda function, it will add 10 to that value and return that value. So let's say if we pass 50, we should get 60. So let's run the program. You see we have 60 on the console. So this is a very basic example of a lambda function. Lambda function can take any number of arguments. Let's look at example of multiple arguments. So x is equal to lambda, let's say a comma b, and we say a multiplied by b, and when we call the lambda function we should pass two values, let's say 5 and 6. Now we should get 30 because 5 multiplied by 6 is 30, and that should be returned. So let's run the program, and you can see we have got 30 on the console as an output. Similarly, we can have three arguments, the lambda function, and we can sum them up and return the result. So let's sum up three values, 10 and 15. So we should have 30 on the console because 5 plus 10 plus 15 is 30. Now let's run the program, and you see we have 30 on the console. So why use lambda functions? The power of lambda is better shown when you use them as an anonymous function inside another function. Say you have a function definition that takes one argument and that argument will be multiplied by with an unknown number. Let's see an example where we create a function def my func and we pass an argument, and we define lambda function within that function and a colon a multiply a n. Okay, so what we are doing here is we are receiving a parameter in my function and we are multiplying that value by a and returning that value. So let's see that in action. Print my function, let's say 10. When we run the program, now let's refactor our my function, and let's my doubler is equal to my function, and let's pass in an argument, let's say 5, and let's print my doubler, and let's pass an argument, let's say 10. Run the program. So we have got 50 on the console. Basically what is happening here is we are passing an argument to my doubler, and myDoubler in return is calling the my function, which is passing value 5, and then this value is being multiplied by 10, so we get 50 on the console. We can use the same function to triples the value of number that we pass in an argument. So let's change this to 3 and let's say 100. So 100 should be tripled and we should get 300 on the console. So let's run the program. You see we have got 300 on the console. So that was it about the lambda function in Python. In the next Python training video, we'll be looking at classes and objects in Python. So see you next time. Take care. Bye.